All right, so before the dialogue begins, we see that there's a sentence to set up the action. What's going on? It says, another day in another class. So we can guess it's a day or two after yesterday's dialogue ended. I guess Joffrey is still thinking about what's going on, but it's not Joffrey who speaks first, it's the teacher.Who speaks
we
first.
have a teacher.
That's
Okay.
right.
所以另外一天呢，在另外一堂课上的时候，我们当然呢，老师就要先开口说 ，And what does the teacher say?
The teacher says, your homework tonight is to sew a pillow.
Oh my God, sounds like
Wow.
comic.
Yeah, it's not PE class. It's hopefully not math class either. Anyway, their homework for tonight, the kids' homework, is to sew a pillow. I have to admit, I never did this as homework at my high school. But we all did do homework, that's for sure. Homework is spelled H-O-M-E-W-O-R-K. Homework. H-O-M-E-W-O-R-K. It's one word. Let's check it out. All right, homework is a noun, and what is it? It's work you do at home. That's it. That's why it's called homework. It's work for home. Generally, it's work a teacher will give you that you do after class in the evening, and then you take it back to school the next day, and you show it to the teacher. You could actually use this if you have a job. Maybe if your boss has extra work. You know, you could say, oh, I have a lot of homework from the office, but usually when we think of it, it's the work the teacher gives you at school to do at home. That's why it's called homework. Crazy. Anyways, we have this sentence that reads, Nina does her homework at the kitchen table. Nina does her homework at the kitchen table.
OK， 所以老师就说，你们今晚的作业呢是要缝一个抱枕。这里我们看到 sew 就是缝，那 pillow 就是抱枕。不过呢，更重要的是 homework 这个字就是回家作业 ，and you cannot say homeworks.
No.
No， 你不能加 s 哦，因为它是不可数名词。
A little homework, some homework, a lot of homework, but yeah, never plural.OK，
那刚刚回到的例句就是 Nina 在餐桌上做她的功课。And we also saw the word tonight.
Which makes sense because you do your homework at night, and if you're doing it this night, you're doing it tonight. We'll figure that out. But first, T-O-N-I-G-H-T. T-O-N-I-G-H-T. Tonight. If you're doing something on this day and the sun is up, you say, I'm doing it today. If you're doing it on this day but the sun has gone down, you're doing it tonight. This night, the night of the day that we are currently in. Tomorrow night, yesterday night, tonight. For example, George has a soccer game tonight at 8 p.m. George has a soccer game tonight at 8 p.m.
Today, 今天，今晚 tonight. 这个下午就是 this afternoon, not to afternoon.
No.
Okay, 所以你可以说 this afternoon I'm busy, but tonight I'll be free. OK， 我们看回刚刚的例句 ，George 他今天晚上8点哦，有一场 soccer game 足球比赛。
All right, so the homework, remember, is to sew a pillow tonight. Joffrey, one of the students, once he hears his teacher say this, says, I can't do that. And we know he's kind of upset because we have that exclamation point. It's not like, I can't do that. It's, I can't do that. So he's not happy about this homework.
Joffrey 他好像很惊讶。
He is not going to be successful, he thinks.
他说我办不到啦。And Margaret says, you mama's boy. Does she say that?
I can't do that. No, Margaret's actually quite nice. And she says, sure you can, right? This would be something you might say to encourage someone who doesn't believe in themselves, but you're saying, you can do it, or as Obama might have said, yes, you can. Sure you can. You can do it. Don't say that you can't.
Margaret 人还不错，她说你可以的啦 ，Sure you can。其实 sure 这个字在口语有很多的用法，通常可以用来表示好的，没问题，像是 Can you do this for me? Sure 就是 certainly。OK， 或者是像刚刚那样的倒装句 Sure you can。OK， 或者呢，你可能会说类似像是 Sure he is。OK，or Sure I like this so much. You're adding that agreeing。Yeah，就是。没错，我的确可以这样子做。Okay, 好。Okay, let's continue reading.
All right, so another little bit of shift in time. A few hours later, it says after class, Joffrey and Margaret are trying to sew their pillows at school. So they are doing the homework. Joffrey is, listen to Margaret. She's probably helping him a bit. But he's still having some trouble, it seems, right?
Okay, 所以呢，这是我们又看到的情况，就是在课后 ，Joffrey 跟 Margaret 在学校试着呢要缝他们的抱枕。 And what does Joffrey
So his
say?
pillow is ugly, it's falling apart, his hands are bleeding, there's needles everywhere.
Yuck.
He's having real trouble doing this sewing homework. And then he says this homework is too difficult. It's too difficult, it's too hard, he can't do it. And then he says, I'm going to ask my mom to do it for me.
Oh my God.
Well, that's not what we do homework for. It's not testing your mom's sewing knowledge. It's trying to teach you sewing knowledge, Joffrey,
Joffrey, Mama's boy. 好，他就说这作业太难了吧，我要叫我妈妈帮我做。
Yeah, that's kind of a young, childish thing to do for a guy who's his age. So Margaret's surprised that he would A, quit so easily,
Right.
and B, think that he can get his mom to do his homework, because that's not what you do. So she says, are you really going to ask your mom to do it? Right? So she would say it in that way because she's surprised and she's checking, like, is that true? Is this the idea I'm getting? You're going to go to your mom, Mom, can you do my homework for me? So you're really going to ask your mom to do it? Really? 真的？真的吗？ Really?
真的哦，真的吗？他都唠出来了。Margaret 这时候就说：“你真的要叫你妈妈帮你做吗 ？”And Joffrey says,
Yes. He has no pride. He's like, yeah, I can't do it. I'm going to get my mom to do it. I'm a mama's boy. Anyways, but Margaret is a good friend. So she's not just going to be like, all right, whatever you want, loser. No, she says, you should try to do it yourself.
Yeah.
Good for you, Margaret. You can't always ask your mom for
There
help.
you go.
A very good point. He isn't a young man, you know? So in a few years, he's going to have to stand on his own. So you can't always ask your mom for help. Sure, it's just a pillow. You could ask her for this. It's not a big deal. But here's a chance to really grow up and show your independence, show that you can do it, because someday you're going to have to.
I hope that Joffrey you'll start thinking about this. 因为 Margaret 她的建议不错，她说你应该要试着自己做 ，do it yourself， 总不能老是叫你妈妈帮忙哦 ，OK？
All right, so a bit more time passes,
Right.
and then we see that it says Joffrey is at home, so it's the evening, it's probably tonight. He's trying to sew his pillow, and it's not going well. That means he's still having trouble. The pillow still looks like a crazy rock with a bunny shoved inside. And his mom is also there. So his mom is there. This is the perfect chance for him to ask for her help.
OK， 所以 Joffrey 在家，他这样尝试缝他的抱枕，可是进行的感觉不是很顺利，所以他妈妈。不过他妈妈也在这里啦。那 go well 就是进行顺利，像是呢，我们可能常会说 the evening went well。那 opposite 就是什么呢 ？went badly，或者是有时候我们可能会问说 How's everything going？ 这里的 go 不是要去哪里哦 ，is just means how is it going? How's everything? And you might reply something like everything's going well. That just means everything's going fine or great.
That's right. So there's Joffrey struggling with his sewing, struggling or having trouble with his homework. And everyone's had that kind of problem when you're trying to do something and it just doesn't work. And he says, this is too hard. And you can almost imagine him kind of like throwing it on the ground. And, I can't do this.
Probably he's bleeding, okay?
Could be. He's got
这太难做了，然后就用okay. And what does the hot mom say?
His hot mom comes over looking
Right?
amazing.
I know, right?
And she says, I'll finish that for you, honey.
Aww.
Or she probably says it like, I'll finish that for you,
Sexy.
honey.
Okay.
Yeah, well, also very, very motherly. Like a mother would talk to a baby, but remember, he's not a baby. But she is offering to do his homework, or as she expresses it, she'll finish that. She'll finish the homework for him. And finish is another word we need to look at. It's Finish. Finish. So yes, this word finish, it's a verb. To finish something means to end something, to bring it to an end, to wrap it up, to say, okay, and now we're done. All right, so at the end of the movie, you could say, hey, the movie finished really quickly. Or at the end of a baseball game, when one team wins and the other team loses, the baseball game is finished. We could use it as a verb, we could use it as an adjective, but it basically just means something is over, it's ended. For example, I want to finish reading this book today. I want to finish reading this book today.
这时候 Geoffrey 的妈妈当然很爱他的小孩，因为把他当做一个小宝宝，他就说我来帮你完成吧，Honey，亲爱的。OK， 这里的 finish 当然就是有完成的意思哦。像是妈妈可能会说啦 ，You can't watch TV until you finish your homework。那 finish 后面如果我们要接动词呢，就要像我们的例句一样，要接动词 ing。像是呢 ，I want to finish reading this book today， 就是我今天想要读完这本书。
That's right. You want to get to the end of the story so you're done with the book. Anyways, Joffrey just listened to his mom offer to finish his homework, and normally he might just say, okay, thanks, Mommy, I'm gonna go eat some cookies. But this time, wow, what does he say? He says, you can show me first, but... This is a big but. But I still want to do it on my own. Doing things on his own. That's what Joffrey was having trouble with. So in this case, his mom will show him, she'll teach him, she'll guide him, she'll give him advice. Totally fine. But the actual doing will be his job. The actual sewing will be his job.Well
done, Geoffrey. 就是说，他这时候开始觉得 ，OK， 他想要怎么样？男儿当自强，没有，他突然想要，就是很自主了一点。他说：“你可以先做给我看 ，but 但是我还是想要自己做。”然后这时候呢 I think she's probably in tears.
You think? Why? She's so proud of him, but no, she's maybe a little surprised, but she's happy that he says this, so she says, okay, you know, sounds like a good idea. You'll learn, but you'll still do it on your own. So then, another little change in time. It's the next day at school, tomorrow at school, and we see Joffrey's friend Margaret there. And of course, as many kids do in the morning, they talk about the homework. Did you do the homework? Did you get it done? Is it all done? She says, we need to hand in our pillows today. When you hand something in, you're giving it to someone to look at generally, like you would hand in a test at the end. You would hand in your homework the next day so the teacher could look at it and see how well you did.
所以隔天 Margaret 就说：“我们今天要缴交抱枕，好可爱哦，缴交抱枕。Hand in 就是要缴上去什么东西，交你的东西吧。Like you can hand in your papers, for example, and your test papers, right, as well.
That's right. Now, Joffrey might have been scared if he hadn't done it, or he might be slightly embarrassed because his mom did it. But he's neither of those things. He says yes. And then he says, yeah, like, yes, I know. And then he says, mine isn't great, but I'm proud of myself for trying. Good for you, Joffrey. And he's also proud enough to tell Margaret the truth that, you know, I did it. It wasn't perfect, but I did it by myself. And of course, if you do something like that, especially for the first time, you might feel proud. P-R-O-U-D, proud. Proud, it's an adjective, and well, basically it's a feeling, it's an emotion that you might have when you do something good and you feel good about yourself for doing something good. You can be proud of other people too. If your friend does something good, or someone in your family, or someone in your country even does something good, you can be like, good for you, we feel good for you. But generally the way we would feel it most powerfully is if we do something really good and we're like, hey, me, good job, me. Well done, me. So being proud is okay. Being too proud is not okay. But, you know, really, if you do something really good and it took a lot of effort and you really succeeded, sure, go ahead, feel proud, but not forever. Just, you know, feel proud and then get over it. Anyways, Terry feels proud because he got first place in the race. Yeah, Terry feels proud because he got first place in the race. And you know what? I feel proud of him too. Terry did well.
Laura, you're so good. You're so beautiful.
Okay, get over yourself.
Okay,
Let's talk about the next thing.
所以不要太骄傲 ，proud 就是骄傲的，可以有时候享受一点点自己很棒棒的时间，但是 don't do it forever, guys. OK， 所以刚刚 Geoffrey 就说，虽然我不是做的很好、很完美，但是我对自己的努力、尝试的感到非常的骄傲。You can be proud of 什么东西或是什么人，像是 she's very proud of her daughter， 或者是我们看一下例句 ，Terry 他觉得很骄傲，因为他赛跑的时候拿了第1名。OK， now let's go to our magic box first, and we'll be right back for our review time.
I'm so proud of you.